Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to Pokemon Shield. So, in the last episode, I beat the game, basically. I completed everything that the main story has to offer, but that doesn't mean there isn't new stuff to do. As per usual with a Pokemon game, there's usually a post-game to go along with it, and in case of point, there is one here in Pokemon Shield. So, I'm going to be covering it, and we're going to be covering this series for a couple more episodes. Everybody good with that? Good. Alright. Okay, so let's go into the post game. Huh. Okay. That's ominous. Alright, but in any case, there's a Nintendo Switch next to a Pikachu, by the way. Especially the Pokemon Pikachu. Super soft to the touch. Yep, video game mascot. Can't go a day without it. Also, this is our room. There's more stuff. Person? Hello! Congratulations, champion. Here, I've got a little something for you as a celebration. A Master Ball! I'm assuming I'm going to be using this at some point. Alright. The best Pokeball with an ultimate level of performance. With it, you will catch any wild Pokemon without fail. Yeah, the Master Balls are basically your final reward. You can use them on a Legendary if you want. You don't have to. You can keep it in your balls as a thing that signifies that you beat the game. I'm gonna probably use that on a Legendary at some point. That's what you're supposed to use it for. If there's an endgame Legendary you want, specifically a version exclusive Legendary, then you can use the Master Ball on it. So yeah, now I have the Master Ball for my new game plus, which means I'm probably going to be catching Zacian or Zamazenta at some point. Because if you don't remember, I didn't exactly catch them. They showed up to help out, and then they left. I didn't get a chance to battle them and keep them as a Pokemon, unfortunately. So, I'm assuming that's going to be a thing that's going to be covered at some point. Professor Magnolia, why, you didn't even have to come all this way. After everything Zack has achieved, it's really the least I could do. The wishing stars that make Dynamaxing possible are part of Eternatus. And when Eternatus was awakened, Dynamax energy flowed the entire region. Because of that, Dynamax Pokemon were popping up all over, causing trouble across all of Galar. But Zack and his friends came to our rescue. Yeah, my legendary friends, my legendary Pokemon friends, who I'm assuming I will eventually see again. If that vision at the start of the post-game was anything to believe. The Dynamax phenomenon has long been an important part of Galarian culture. I hope everyone will use the power of Dynamaxing correctly in the days to come. Not really! Smogon kind of has a rule against it now, so now anybody who plays Pokemon can't Dynamax. Which is the main point of playing Sword and Shield, by the way. You're supposed to use Dynamax strategically to give yourself an advantage over a Pokemon opponent who can also use Dynamax. It's kind of stupid, but whatever. It's Smogon. Nobody expects much from them nowadays. It's basically one glorified ban list. I kid you not. Okay, but in any case. So, young Zack Morris, please, do what you believe is best. Alright. Poor Professor Magnolia. It seems she's quite bothered by the chairman's actions since she helped carry out so much of the researching into Dynamaxing for him. Yeah, I would imagine that would put a damper on anybody's mood. Helping out the bad guy and then finding out he's a bad guy probably would put a damper on anybody's mood. Alright, is she just... Oh, she left out the front door. Alright, she's not still here. I forgot we had a pet Munchlax. Oh, what a good boy. Munchlaxes are cute, but when they become Snorlax, they become absolute monsters. Figuratively and literally. Alright, so there's a couple of things we can do now that we've beaten the post-game. First things first is that there's a story that we can actually start whenever we want to. We could go right straight into the Slumbering Well and do the story there, but I'm actually going to be taking a detour over to this house. Over here. You know, Hop's house. Hop and Leon's house. We know, we've been here before. But the reason I want to take a detour, because if we go, I forget but what the trigger for this is, but if we go into Leon's room, there's a Pokeball with a Charmander in it. Read the letter or touch the Pokeball. If you're reading this, Ekmars, then I'm leaving the special Charmander to you. Let's have a real fiery battle again soon. Best, Leon. He left me a Charmander. And not just any Charmander, but a special Charmander. From the time it is born, the flame burns steep from its tail. What's its life would end if its flame were to go out. Now, there's no evidence if this is true or not. We've seen it a couple of times in the anime, but its flame has never gone out. But it's implied? Question mark? We've never actually seen it, but it's possible. Yes. I think we'd already know what I'm going to name it. Yeah, it's Zippo. See Zippo summary. What level is it? Original trainer is not me. It's Leon. Alright, what level is it? I think it's level 5. Lonely Nature, which boosts attack plus attack minus defense, I think. So it goes hard. Yeah, because that's what it looks like. It goes yeah, it has higher attack and lower defense. That makes sense. All right. And also, if you notice that little thing up there is a little Dynamax symbol, which means it can Gigantamax. So, yeah, I'm going to be saving this guy. Should I put this guy on my team? That's a good question, me. Should I put the guy on the team? Add to my... I guess. Probably. I'll say it. I'll hold on to him. I'll level him up another day. But I now have a Dynamax, what's it called? Alright, Hop's not here. Although Leon is no longer the champion, he's still very busy and hardly comes back. But I think he should do whatever he wants to while he's young. Alright, there is a reason Leon isn't around anymore. Alright, there's a story reason for that. There's a story reason for that. I've read up a couple of things in the post game. About the post game in my guide, which I have under my chair. But there are a couple of reasons why Leon isn't coming back. I'll explain them when I get to them, but there is a reason. But in any case, into the Slumbering Well we go. Alright, I got my... You shouldn't have to worry too much since the Pokemon here aren't exactly tough. We've already been here and they aren't very tough. Alright. One of these days I will level up a Squirtle and make it into a Greedent. Because Greedent is a lot better than people think it is. It looks stupid, but it's actually pretty good. It's a very defensive boy. It's very hard to actually take down. Alright. But in any case, let's move on. Yep. There, I have one of you now. I really need to catch another Galarian Ponyta, though, because the one I have doesn't have Pastel Veil, which is one of the reasons why you want it. Basically Pastel Veil makes it so that it's immune, it can't be poisoned, which is kind of the reason you want it, since I don't know if you noticed, but it does become a fairy type, and fairy types are very weak to poison. I mean, just you might need that. Alright. Okay, so let's move on. Can I? What can I fish out of here? I've never bothered to try. Oh, well, hi! It's a wish cache! Okay. It's a wish cache. I wasn't expecting a wish cache. Yeah. Wish cache is good. Wish cache is like a really good ground type. It's a water ground type, and it's very good in that regard. There are better water ground types, specifically ones with water absorb, which make it very hard for a ground type to be taken out with a water type move, because you just send that Pokemon out and suddenly water type moves don't work against it. Especially since it is a water type itself, but it just gets stronger and stronger. Do I want it? And there are quite a few ground types in the game that I want. I'm a fan of ground types. Ground types are my favorite type. Oh. I didn't know that was an idle animation. Do I want it? I haven't... You know what? You know what? This is going to be super effective against you, and it's going to be a problem. But yeah, ground type is like weak to grass, and this guy is quad weak to grass, so it's going to be interesting. Amnesia. All right, we're going on a Dark Descent. I've never played Amnesia. I really should. I was told it was a good game, and it was actually the game that gave Markiplier his start. So maybe I should play it one of these days. I've been told it's good. I have no idea if that actually is true, but I've been told it's good. All right, Leech Seed it. Muddy Water. Yeah, Muddy Water is a perfect move for this Pokemon, since it's kind of a water type move that looks like a ground type move and sounds like a ground type move. It's a great move. It's a powerful move, because it is just very dangerous. I think only water ground types can learn it. I really don't want to... Let's go with Iron Defense. Just because. I don't think this thing can kill me, so why not? Yeah, I want a ground... I just want to assemble a ground type team. Like, I want to catch as many ground types as I can, because ground types are my favorite. If I can get a ground type... If I can get a full ground type team assembled for, like, raids and stuff, and then learn how to get good with it, I will consider that my ultimate accomplishment for this game. I love ground types. They're my favorite. That's all that needs to be said. I like ground types. Do I need a reason why? Yeah, most people I tell that on Twitter, and they're like, I have never heard a guy who likes ground types. That is interesting. You, sir, have earned a like. Alright, I think that's good enough. I don't think this thing can kill me anymore. I'm just kind of stalling for time, because I don't want to kill it. Yeah, Iron Defense is such a good move on this thing. That and whatever its equivalent is for special. Yeah, you can alternate Iron Defense or whatever out, but this is just a really good setup on Appleton in general, because Appleton can just soak up so much damage with this set, and then just heal it all off. That is, if it actually has the opportunity to set up, which it doesn't usually get. So, yeah, I'm thankful for the opportunity. Step. I need to buy some new Pokemon. And Netball. Dive Ball. Where did I get a Dive Ball? Hey, let's try it. I caught this thing using a rod, so might as well test it and see how it works. Okay, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting to go into the ball first try. claims a large swamp to itself. Alright. Yeah, sure, why not? I don't really know. Well, this is based on a memory I have as a child. But I once got slapped in the face by a catfish, so I'm going to name this guy Slappy. It's an inside joke that only I and everybody else who knows me and that story will get, but I think it's appropriate. Send to a box. Actually, I should have checked its... I can do that later. Let's see what it is. Pokemon. To boxes. Slappy. Check summary. What's it's got for its ability? I really don't know. Oblivious. Oblivious isn't the best ability to have on this thing, but there are ability capsules that I can use to fix that. I can get an ability capsule somewhere and fix that, but... It's actually got some pretty good moves on it, all things considered. But yeah, it's only weak to... Jolly. Special attack minus speed. This isn't a very good wish cache, but I'll roll with it. I can roll with it. There are ways to fix those kinds of things now. So I can suck it up and deal. Although I forget, is the hidden ability the one I want? I don't remember. I know I want a hidden ability on him. Alright, well, there's Hop. Alright, Hop, how you doing? Your brother left me a Charmander, by the way. Huh? Zack Morris, what are you doing in the woods? I got a vision. Did you get a vision? The truth is, you say you felt something, like something was calling you here? That's pretty uncanny. I've been thinking, maybe the reason Zacian and Zamazenta chose a place like this was to sleep because no one ever comes here and it's so quiet all the time. Oh, but I hadn't had the chance to tell you. Congrats on your victory, Zack Morris. Thank you. Honestly, Zack Morris, I never thought you managed to beat my brother. Well, your brother was tough. He almost defeated me a couple of times, but I pulled through because I'm the kind of guy who just packs a bunch of resources and then spams them on their Pokemon until they win. Greatest Galar champion Galar ever had. He was undefeated until you came around. Yes, and now he is defeated, and I feel kind of cheap because I kind of cheated. It's actually still pretty hard to believe. Really, you're amazing, Zack Morris. So amazing, maybe, that I don't even realize just how amazing you really are. Zack Morris, do you think... Would you be up for one more battle? Sure, why not? Thanks, Zack Morris. Then show me the strength of that defeated Lee, the greatest champion we ever had. I'm right when you are, so just say the word. Alright, can I go around him? Alright. Well, this is They came all the way out here to rest, so... Yeah, it is peaceful out here. Makes sense. This will be a serious battle. Of course! Let's go for it. This is it. Okay. You're challenged by Pokemon Trainer Hop. He's adopting the mannerisms of his big brother. Oh. He's got a full team of 6 now. Was I wrong? I would like to imagine not, but maybe. I'm not wrong very often, but sometimes I am. Cotton Guard. I forgot Cotton Guard was a thing on this Pokemon. Cotton Guard is an interesting move. It raises defenses by 3. So, it's good. I'm actually just proud that other Pokemon have it now. It'll delay the inevitable for a while. Double Edge. Ow. Yeah, I would imagine that would hurt. The Double Edge has a lot of recoil on it. It's very, very dangerous as a move. It's risky, but if you can pull it off, it's a great move to use. Yeah, just hit it with double kick a whole bunch, since it's weak to double kick. There's really not much else I can say about that. It's weak to double kick. Cotton guard. Now we may have a problem. Ugh. Ow. Yeah, I would imagine that would do a lot of damage. Bag? Do I still have full restores from my fight? I have a couple, but not many. Alright. Double Edge. He's probably gonna knock himself out with this if he's not careful. Oh, almost! I was almost right! He's gonna knock himself out if he's not careful. He loves his double edge, by the way. I noticed in the fight against the Tyranids, he was just spamming double edge a lot. He loves that move. He loves that move on his Pokemon. And it's not hard to see why. It's a lot of damage for a little bit of recoil. It hits like a it enables double to hit like a truck, and I'm not surprised. Alright. But in any case, we beat his double. So who next? We're a little under-leveled, by the way. I've pointed that out before, but we're a little under-leveled. Well, maybe. It seems like we're catching up. Snorlax isn't very threatening as a Pokemon. Ugh. That being said, it is a normal type, so normal types can and will kill me. I'll be fine. He only had one full restore, but I need to be careful, or he will kill me with his Snorlax. Snorlax is a good Pokemon. It really is. It's scary. It's scary how strong it can be sometimes. People get... I've used the Snorlax before. I struggled a little bit with it, but it is a rewarding Pokemon once you figure out how to actually use it. Yeah, it can soak up a lot of damage and just dish it out in return. It's dangerous. Ow. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna kill it before it kills me, but just shows the point. It was able to deal quite a bit of damage to me. Cramorant. Hi, little buddy. I'm just gonna switch out my Pokemon. Is that okay with you, little buddy? Cramorant is a good Pokemon. Basically it may dive into a yeah. All right. Yeah, basically it may dive and surf into actually feasible moves now. Dive. It's faster than me. Okay. I can soak it up. Oh, okay. I need to be careful. I just need to be careful, because if I hit it at the wrong time, it'll spit out that Pokemon that's in its mouth. The fish Pokemon whose name I can never seem to remember. There's a lot of Pokemon, and sometimes the names fall through the gaps a little bit. Iron Defense. Okay. Okay, this was might have been a mistake. That being said, I should survive a hit from that. If I do, yeah. If I do more iron defenses, I should eventually survive a hit. And I can just recover off whatever damage it does. Yeah, this is why I like Appleton. Because when you get it setting up, because once you start setting up with it, it cannot be killed. Yeah, I'm just soaking up a super effective hit that almost killed me the first time. That should tell you the power of how good this thing is. This thing's a monster, and that's why I picked it for my team. Yeah, this strategy is great. Alright, I don't think it'll ever get rid of the Pokemon in its mouth, though. Unless I hit it. It is never going to spit it up. Yeah, that's basically what it is. It has a counter. It has a permanent counter until I hit it. Fortunately, I don't really need to. Actually, with how low its health is, would Energy Ball actually finish it off? Hey, let's try it. Also, I love the fact that I can use Drill Peck while it has a Pokemon in its mouth. I need to figure out where to get... Oh. It can still use it can still... Alright. Fence throw. Alright. Alright. Yeah, that's why I was hesitating hitting it. Because I knew it was going to hit me with a lot of... That's interesting. Brave Bird. I should take this? Yeah, alright, we're good. I can successfully take a hit from a flying type now. It's great. It's glorious. Alright, I have a little more health. But I think this thing will kill me if I'm not careful. That being said, I'm doing a very good job of surviving, so I don't think I'm going to have to worry all that much. That, and if he keeps sparing me Brave Bird, he's going to eventually kill himself. So it's not that big a deal. Yeah, I always wondered why Recover was in fact a why Recover was as a normal move. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me considering the description for Recover. But actually, I can show it. Restoring its own cells, so you're restoring its own HP by half of its max HP. I've never understood why that's a normal type move. Like restoring your own cells, like on a cellular fixing yourself on a cellular level, sounds almost like a psychic type move. Like being able to analyze your cells on a subatomic level and restore them, basically like you have psychic powers. That's always seemed interesting to me. All right. And let's hit it with an energy ball. You can't kill me now! All of your Pokemon are physical attackers. I'm not very worried. Blah! That being said, I have a Corviknight. It is very good. I love my Corviknight. It's a great Pokemon. Leech! Another blast! Yeah, once you set up, they can't kill no Pokemon around can kill you. You're too tanky at that point. Yeah, this is why tanks are cheap in this game. This here is why I've swept this entire team with this thing. I've swept a good portion of his team with this thing. Of the 3 Pokemon he sent out, 2 of these have killed his Pokemon. Pincurchin. Pincurchin, I might be a little afraid. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not, because it's Pincurchin. Pincurchin has very low speed, but it has, and on top of that, it's, yeah, that might do her. That might do. No, never mind. No, we're good. Alright. Thanks, Hop. Thanks, Hop, for proving my point that Pincushion isn't very threatening. I think Pincushion is pure electric. Yeah, it's... Yeah, Pincushion... Oh, well, now that might do her. That might cause problems for me. I forgot Poison Jab has a chance of poisoning me. Not a big deal. I can heal off poison, but... Well, maybe not. Maybe not. I might need a full restore on this. Yeah, full restores are like my favorite in this. I can just heal off any damage that I might take, as well as any stats effects. They're great. And case in point, they're the best healing item in the game. And they're reserved strictly for post game. And the end game. They're great. Yeah. Yeah, I think Appleton might be my new favorite. Just the Apple line in general, because Appleton is a great tank. Flapple is a good mixed attacker, and combined, people are just going to have a hard time dealing with both. Especially with its signature ability, Ripen. Ripen just doubles the effects of berries. So if you have Recycle on it, you'll never have a problem. I don't think it matters. Let's just hit it. Blech! Bye, Pincushion. I really need to find out where he got a Pincushion. Actually, I know exactly where he went, because there's only one place it could be. Alright, Snappy leveled up and has gotten a lot tankier. Yeah, Snappy is the tank. Rillaboom. Well, this might be prove a bit of a challenge. Because he's immune to all of my shit. I cannot in fact use Midgard Stormer to weed my way through this. I will. Give it on! No, Prince Fluff, what am I doing? Prince Fluff, heal up. Uproar. Ow! Yeah, this might be a bad idea. Since Uproar is kinda dangerous. Case in point, I ran it on my Rotom, and it basically shut down an entire team's gimmick. But it is dangerous. Pyro Ball! Actually, should I just... Yeah, let's just spam Pyro Ball. It's the signature move of my Pokemon, so why wouldn't I use it? Bye. Alright, Pokemon Trainer Hop has been defeated. I didn't expect there to be such a gap between you and me, mate. Alright, I won! I beat him. So, there really is no way I could ever beat you. I mean, you even beat my unbeatable brother. And if it isn't the two of you again, I was wondering what all the noise was about. And if it isn't Sonia. Zack Morris, congratulations on being Leon. Thank you. Taking it all in stride like it's your due, eh? You cheeky thing. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be off assisting the professor? I'm actually not working as my grant's assistant any longer. In fact, I'm the professor now. Congratulations. That's impressive. You are. And really, I've got the two of you to thank for that. I was just along for the ride on your adventure, but I ended up taking a real interest in the history of the Galar region. And I came to care for Pokemon even more than I ever had before. You're welcome, Sonia. Ah, here. It's a book I wrote. I even signed it. That makes it a collector's item. A copy of Sonia's book. What's the book about? Sonia's book. Professor Sonia's published writings. Her new discoveries about the Galar region's legends are recorded in this enjoyable read. Can I read it, though? I already got my own copy. I lined up to buy it on the day it came out. Good for you! Ah, thanks, Hop. That's so sweet. I'll sign your copy for you later. Anyway, I got my grand's blessing and put on my first book under my own name. I guess you can expect great things of the lovely Professor Sonia in the future, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I expect so. Sonia and Zack Mars, you both amaze me. I've got to live a lot to live up here. So, what are you youngins doing out here? I had a vision in my dream, and it told me to come here, so here I am. Right. Oh, that's it, isn't it? You were putting the Restless Sword and the Restless Shield back in their place? Can't just keep holding on to them forever, right? We were! Yeah, that's what we were doing. We were just thinking about doing that. You forgot entirely, didn't you? Yeah, pretty much. What, you think you two are the two of you are besties now with Zacian and Zamazenta or something? That must be it, Zack Mars. Why you felt that you were called here? Let's put the sword and shield back and say a proper thanks for all their help. Even if we do, we'll get to see Zacian and Zamazenta again someday. Alright, let's put the legendary weapons back. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Zacian and Zamazenta, thanks loads for helping us out. Took a little while, but we all brought back your precious relics and all. You and Hop returned the Restless Sword and Restless Shield. I was right. It is supposed to go like that. I figured that was what it was, and then I wound up being right. See, I told you. I'm not wrong very often, but sometimes I am. But sometimes when I am wrong, I'm very wrong. Alright, that about settles that. Zack Morris, why don't you and I head back? What are you gonna do, Sonia? I think I'll stay here a bit longer. I want to do a little more research here in the forest. Makes sense. This is the resting place for Zacian and Zamazenta. It makes sense that you would want to research here, considering... Oh, no, that was the entire thesis of your paper? My power spot detector is going off. That's bad! Well. I thought I heard someone making some noise over this way. Oh, God. Who are these clowns? Well. You wouldn't be the Professor Sonia who wrote the book Galar, History. Hello, you bought my book? Why, yes, of course. Read it from cover to cover. Yes, of course. I even wrote an internet review for it. That awful book is filled with lies, so we gave it 1 star. These guys are assholes. What? There are no lies printed in that book. That's just plain rude. I am Sordward. I am Shielbert. We are the new kings of Galar. We're descendants of the first kings. More than that, we're celebrities. New kings, descendants? Seriously? What are you on about? Why exactly are you two supposed to be? Well. Could these things here be the fabled sword and shield? Well, they certainly are dirty. They must be fake. I fear to touch them with my bare hands. Oh. They're taking the relics away. Hey, don't you go nicking those. We just returned them. Oh, do shut up. We only happened to pick up some things that were dropped in the ground. If you got a problem with it, then how about you prove to whom they belong, But there's no way anyone can prove who those ancient things belong to. If we can't prove it, they're really important to Zacian and Zamazenta. Oh goodness, such a plebeian and yet so pushy. If it's really so important to you, perhaps we should settle this with a battle. We're celebrities who buy battles for twice what they're worth. Why does that even mean? Absolutely nothing. It is gibberish by 2 complete idiots who think they know everything. I, the magnificent Shielbert, am your opponent. Alright. He's trying to take off. Alright, Pokemon Trainer Shielbert. Surfetched! Okay, he's got fighting type Pokemon, it seems. Bounce. I'm not taking a risk. Because I know how dangerous this thing can be. And Iron Defense, of course. I wouldn't expect nothing less. Also, Surfetch has evolved from Farfetch. It's about time he got one of those. Meteor... Oh, shit. Ow! Ow! In a word, ow! Damn it, oh! You want to help out? Please? I know you resist fighting type moves, so you should at the very least be able to handle this thing. You should at the very least be able to soak up some damage and finish this thing off. Yeah, take that, you little bastard. Ow. That hurt. That really did hurt. It's just, I have got my Pokemon and I got my head immediately handed to me there. Slam. Ow! Bleh! Alright, and now we heal up. Because that's why I put the black sludge on it. Bruh. I'm sorry! What? Okay, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be an interesting battle. I can already tell. Alright, fine. Actually, no. Steel type, it's weak to steel. Well, maybe. I don't know. I'll use Fortimer. Fortimer, you need to help out. I don't like these guys, by the way. They are obnoxious and rude. Extra sensory. Ow! Not very effective. Mainly because my fire type went down. I should at the very least be able to deal with these things. Light screen. That doesn't help in any way. Fortunately, extra sensory doesn't seem like it's going to do all too much for me. That was a critical hit. That didn't do a whole lot. Drill peck! Hypnosis. Avoided the attack because hypnosis is not very accurate. Okay, put me to sleep, why don't you? Alright, fine. I'm going to need help. I'm going to need help. Full restore. See if that helps. He's not expecting me to wake up anytime soon, so I think I'm good. I think this will give me a free turn I need to actually kick his ass. Alright, light screen wore off. What do you gotta do now, you punk? You goof? You goof with your stupid hair? Okay, he's gonna do that. Do I have revive? I have plenty. Alright, let's try and get Prince Fluff up so I can actually deal with the steel type with Pokemon that it's weak to. Let's get this thing out. Let's get this thing out and about. The quicker we can do that, the better. I'm still asleep. But it's not going to do all too much once I wake up. Do I have an awakening on my hair? I don't think I do. I have a full heal. It's basically the same thing. Because honestly, I don't need healing. Drill Peck! Extra sensory, because he still thinks I'm asleep. He hasn't yet figured out that I'm not, in fact, asleep. So I'm good. Down goes Bronzong. Bye, Bronzong. I did not know Bronzong was in the game. Alright. Everybody's leveling up. Explosion! Huh. Explosion might be a bad idea. I don't know if there's ever a fight I don't think I'm ever going to win. I can just use explosion as a last resort. I don't think I'll ever use aroma. Aromatherapy could be interesting, but I don't know if I'm ever going to use it. If I could use toxic, that would help. I like Toxic Sludge Bomb, actually. Sludge Bomb's really fun. So, aromatherapy, yeah. I think if I'm ever in a position where I don't think I'm going to win a battle with... Actually, no, because I don't think I'll survive long. Oh, let's put a pin in that. Let's put a pin in that. If I think my Pokemon is strong enough, I'll use it. Cling, clang. Okay, so he has two steel types and two... He has two steel types. I'm assuming his last Pokemon will be a fighting type. If I had to guess. A Wild Charge. Ah, that hurt. But that also does... Yeah, that does damage to you. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself, you silly fool? Okay, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt him a lot. Shift Gear! I forgot it had this. It's still not very fast, but it is able to just set up and mess somebody up if it's given the chance. Klinkling is good, but nobody uses it. It's used a lot less frequently than it should be, and that's a problem. All right, Dimmadome is level 50. I need to pop some rare candies onto Dimmadome. No more warm-ups. It's time to beat you hollow. Phalanx. Okay. So, 2 steel types, 2 fighting types. Probably to reflect the Pokemon reflect his type. Probably to reflect the type of the Pokemon itself. Now I'm thinking about it. And that's exactly what it is. Steel fighting is the type of Zamazenta. So I'm assuming Sordward has the same typings as Zacian? That would make sense to me. Anybody else? Goodbye. He missed. Bounce! Ah, how does that feel? Although it does leave me a bit of a sitting duck for close combat, but, ow. I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried about close combat. Especially since it now set me up for another attack. It gives me a get out of jail free card, basically. That's why I put bounce on this thing. That's why I put bounce on Prince Fluff. Because that way, he can actually deal some serious damage. He can actually deal some serious damage in a... Yeah, there it goes. Bye, Phalanx. Pokemon Trainer Shielbert. Oh, how can this be? My Pokemon! You lose. Deal with it. You took the rest of back the rest of the shield. Okay. How to somehow have defeated the adorable Pokemon I go strolling with. You're certainly strong. However, it appears that my elder brother was victorious. Okay, so it seems like whatever in whatever version, Hop will lose to the other one. Alright, now I'm piecing together what the story would be for the other one. It flip-flops depending on what happens. Sorry, Zack Morris, I lost to him. Don't worry, I could pick up the slack for you. Wahahaha, something on your mind, boy. You weren't concentrating at all during our battle. Wow. Younger brother, isn't that the one who stopped Eternatus? Oh, now that I look closely, I believe it is. What a rude child, snatching up our chance at glory like that. According to our sources, I believe he was also present during the destruction of the magnificent mural our ancestors so artfully created many years ago. What a garish brute. Destroying the mural our family had held in such high esteem for so long. Mural? You mean the one that had the historical ruins of Zamazenta and the others? Okay, now I get it. These guys are just revisionists who want to change history. That makes a bit of sense. They built the mural that was hiding the truth behind the Sword and Shield Pokemon. In other words, they were trying to cover up what really happened. And hold on a moment, Zack Morris wasn't the one who destroyed it. Let's withdraw for now. Next time we shall bring Pokemon that will utterly defeat you. Yes, let's do that. And with that, farewell! Well, wait, stop! Give back that rusted sword! Hold on, Hop! Ah, that kid. He's gone and recklessly run off. At least you're calm, Zack Morris. I was expected as much. I'm surprised that Hop's lost to someone like that. Yeah, he's had a lot on his mind. I'm not entirely surprised. He looks so upset about something during the battle. Maybe that had to do with it? His own rival became the new champion, and his goal vanished before his eyes. Yeah, I would imagine that would do it. You can't help but wonder how he feels about it all. Oh, I'll have a chat with him. Anyway, Sordward and Shielbert, was it? I think I might know something about who those two weirdos went. Shall we go over it with the lab in Wedgehurst? I'm worried about Hop. Oh yeah, you're real responsible for him and want to help him as soon as you can, right? Okay, we'll meet up at the lab later then. Okay. We're headed back to the lab then. Alright, we can't go back to the Slumbering Well yet. We shouldn't go back to the Slumbering Well since we don't really have a purpose there. Alright. Also, those hardware limitations. It's glorious to just see the Pokemon pop in and out of existence because the hardware just isn't up to snuff. People say that this is the most powerful console that Nintendo has made, but it's basically a glorified iPhone. I kid you not. It uses the same exact It uses the same exact technology that's in your iPhone. It may be the most powerful, yes, but it's also not. But it's also basically just a glorified iPhone. It's an iPhone with extra steps. All right. In any case, let's heal. I haven't done. Hello, champ. Welcome to the Pokemon Center. Would you like to rescue Pokemon? Okay, so they recognize me as champion now. That makes sense. I think that's in every Pokemon game. So this isn't special, but... Well, maybe not the first couple. I think that was added later, but... Whatever. Heal my Pokemon. I'm trying to think things over. Alright, thank you for rating. Okay. Call him Prince Fluff, by the way. I put a lot of work into that. The least you can do is call him Prince Fluff. Alright, can I do Pokemon jobs? I can check boxes. Alright, so here's my Pokemon. Yeah. There's Eternatus, by the way. Should I just swap in Eternatus as my poison type? Just casually have a legendary Pokemon that almost destroyed the world for fun? Screw it. Screw it. We got the... Screw it. We can do it. We can do that. That would be fine. It is a level 60 after all. It'll fit right in with the rest of my team. Eternatus, ooh, that would be funny. I think that would be hilarious. Alright, well, where do we go? We go to the... We can fast travel there, right? We don't need to walk all the way there. Actually, what's my time looking like? 54 minutes. Alright, I think we're going to meet up with Sony next time. Since we're kind of out of time, and I kind of need to just take a minute and... Oh, there's a... Hello, long has that been back here? Probably since the whole game, and I just didn't... Oh, there's some things I just missed. Having a meal with their Pokemon makes the food taste extra good. Okay, doke. Well, that's his word of wisdom. Alright. Alright, well, I think I'm going to help out Sonia next time. I've beaten the game, and now we have a new villain. We have two new villains, actually, who are trying to revise history, as it were. That is not a good thing to be doing. I don't know if you noticed, but revisionists are kind of nasty. They take some of the worst things that have happened in history and just make it look like it never happened. I kid you not. One of the most dangerous examples of this is in the real world is the Holocaust. Everybody knows what the Holocaust is. Everybody knows that it's a very bad thing that happens. And yet there is a lot of people who want to roll over and pretend it never happened. They're basically Nazi sympathizers who just want to pretend that the Holocaust wasn't this terrible thing that happened, and that way they can just sponge it out of history. And even worse, there's a lot of things in the real world. There's a lot of people in the real world who want to sponge out the fact that we were, in fact, a racist society a very, very long time ago. And that's just our history. All right? We enslaved minorities for a long time. They eventually got the rights to be their own human beings and had the same rights as human beings. But that wasn't the case for a long time. And eventually it just got... And now people want to just pretend that that never happened. They want to pretend that, hey, racism wasn't a thing back then. Therefore, these people are racist. Therefore, these people should not have our support. Therefore, they should be removed from our history. Except, no. Everybody was racist. Everybody was racist back in the day. That's just a thing that happened. I didn't think that was going to be getting into that kind of discussion with a game of Pokemon. But here we are. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter in the description below. And also, check out my Patreon in the description below as well if you want to help support the show. It's only a couple bucks a month. It really helps me out, and you guys get access to a bunch of cool perks that are my way of saying thanks. So be sure to check those out in the description below as well. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!